Good evening, and welcome to Kindergarten Information Night. My name is Gerson Paniagua, and I'm the Family Engagement Coordinator in the Department of School and Community Relations.
Hi, I'm Bridget Loft. I'm the Chief Academic Officer.
We can't wait for your little ones to bravely walk through the doors next fall as kindergartners. During our presentation, you'll hear from our school leaders, get valuable advice from kindergarten students, and learn about the registration process for neighborhood schools and the application process for option schools. Before we begin, I encourage you to take a moment to savor this step in your child's educational journey. Time flies, and before you know it, you'll be attending College Information Night to make plans for your member of the class of 2035. After today's presentation, each elementary school will offer their own information session for families between February and March. This is an opportunity to learn about each school, connect with school leaders, and ask questions. And now, I'd like to turn it over to our school board chair, Barbara Cannonen.
Good evening. I'm Barbara Cannonen, Chair of the Arlington School Board. On behalf of Vice Chair Reed Goldstein and members Christina Diaz-Torres, David Priddy, and Mary Cadera, we would like to extend a warm welcome to our new and returning APS families. Tonight is a monumental night as you begin to consider that your baby is about to become a student with us. I remember the feeling myself. For me, it was 20 years ago, but I remember that amazing mix of nervousness and pride as you prepare to send your child to school for the first time. Get used to that mix of feelings. There will be so many moments like this as your child takes on new challenges in school every day and year by year. As your family starts your journey here at APS, we want to assure you that our goals are to provide multiple pathways to student success and to ensure student well-being. Our APS vision is to be an inclusive community that empowers all students to foster their dreams, explore their possibilities, and create their futures. I encourage you to be active members of your child's school community. Get to know your child's teacher so you can work together as a team to ensure their success in the classroom. Look for volunteer opportunities and attend PTA meetings. Be open to meeting other parents. Some of them might just become lifelong friends. Also, get to know the school's principal, assistant principal, and counseling staff. They're all available to you and focused on supporting your child. Lastly, I encourage you to become familiar with the school board. We represent the community's voice in making policy decisions for APS, and we're here to listen to your feedback as we work together to provide a high-quality education for all students. You're able to connect with us in many different ways during open office hours, by signing up to speak at school board meetings, or by sending an email to school.board@apsva.us. I'm a huge believer in the power of education, and as chair of the school board, I believe my job is to work hard every day to ensure that all of our students are supported, challenged, engaged, and able to find paths that suit them. Your children's future is our community's future, and we can't wait to see how far they go. Have a wonderful evening.
Thank you. And now we're going to hear from our superintendent, Dr. Francisco Duran.
Welcome to Kindergarten Information Night. We're excited to have you and your child begin your journey with Arlington Public Schools. I want to reassure you that the professionals who work with your children are committed not only to academic excellence, but first and foremost to meeting their social and emotional needs. We value collaboration and as a team work hard to build meaningful relationships with you and your child. There are many individuals in your elementary school who are available to support your student and family as you join the APS family. I encourage you to partner with your counselor, teacher, and administrative team at your child's school to ensure that your child has a successful experience. As a school division, we are focusing on improving these two priorities this school year: improving equity for all students to positively affect educational outcomes, and increasing engagement with families to ensure families are engaged in the education of their children. These elevated priorities focus on the whole child by ensuring that we provide the necessary social-emotional support and resources so that all students learn and thrive in a safe, healthy, and supportive learning environment. The first day of school will be here before you know it. And as a partner in your child's education, I encourage you to review the resources available on our APS website to help your child based on their needs. Take the time to learn about these resources and what you can do prior to starting the school year. If your child is receiving special education services, language support services, or is new to Arlington Public Schools, visit our website to learn about the resources available to all families. As we prepare for the start of a new school year and welcome our new families, ensuring the health and safety of our school community will continue to be a priority. The mitigation measures that we have in place have been vital to maintaining in-person learning so that we can meet our students' social, emotional, and academic needs. Our shared goal remains to make every student continue to have access to in-person learning 5 days per week. And your support in this is critical. Learn more about health and safety on our website. It is great to have you joining us this evening, and we look forward to welcoming your child and meeting you in person in the near future.
Thank you. We will now introduce you to our wonderful elementary school administrators that will play an integral role in the education of your children over the next few years. Abingdon Elementary, David Horak, Anna Oliveira, Michelle Michael.
Alice West Fleet, Rebecca Ward.
Arlington Science Focus, Mary Begley, Barbara Jones.
Arlington Traditional, Holly Hawthorne, Jennifer Gildea.
Ashland, Brianna Ceballos, Megan Neary.
Barcroft, Judy Apostolico Buck, Gabriela Rivas.
Barrett, Catherine Ahn, Amin Littman.
Campbell, Maureen Nesselrode, Karen Anselmo.
Cardinal, Colin Brown, Gina Miller.
Carlin Springs, Dr. Melanie Mackin, Marcelo Flores.
Claremont, Dr. Jessica Panfill, Denise Santiago.
Discovery, Dr. Aaron Russo, Dr. Judy Sieber.
Dr. Charles R. Drew, Tracy Gaither, Crystal Moore.
Escuela Key, Marlene Perdomo, Francis Lee.
Glebe, Jamie Borg, Ingrid Clark Marshall.
Hoffman Boston, Heidi Smith, Suzanne Paul.
Innovation, Claire Peters, Melinda Phillips.
Jamestown, Michelle McCarthy, Dr. Monica Roche.
Long Branch, Jessica Da Silva, Carolyn Jackson.
Montessori Public School, Katerina Genovi, Yolanda Nasheed.
Nottingham, Dr. Eileen Gardner, Dr. Megan Lynch.
Oak Ridge, Dr. Lynn Wright, Erica Sanchez.
Randolph, Carlos Ramirez, Jennifer Danino.
Taylor, Ileana Gonzalez, Caitlin Sherman.
Tuckahoe, Mitch Pascal, Stephanie McIntyre. Again, I would like to thank the elementary school administrative teams for all they do to support our students' social, emotional, and academic growth. I would now like to share a video with you on what you can expect your child to experience when they get to kindergarten.
I like solving problems on the iPad. Coloring lots of things. Math with Mrs. Glick. I like to do pennies. Math games. Building blocks. Making new friends. When I first came here. I like reading with an iPad.
Love reading books.
We line up. In kindergarten, we don't take any naps. In kindergarten, we learn to open our milk cartons. We learn how to do crisscross applesauce. they're scared, you can tell it's okay. Don't worry, your parents are gonna pick you up just a little bit later than you got picked up at preschool. If you're nervous, just like me, it happens to me all the time. Yeah, they make lots of sense. And I have lots of fun. This is not a place to be scared of.
Now I will review how to prepare for kindergarten and the curriculum. The move from preschool or home to kindergarten is one of the most important transitions a child will make. This is from SERVE, Improving Learning Through Research and Development, 2005. School transition is a critical time in a child's development. Transitioning to kindergarten is more than simply changing buildings and settings. For children, it means learning a new set of rules and behaviors, adjusting to a new peer group, and getting to know teachers. For families, it means becoming involved in their child's education, making sure that records and information about children are transferred, meeting and communicating with teachers, attending school programs, and adjusting to established school and district policies. At APS, our kindergarten families can expect a safe and respectful and inclusive environment, a focus on literacy, mathematics, social studies, science, health, music, physical education, art, and library. Experiences that strengthen community building, a balance of whole group, small group, and individual instruction, language and vocabulary development, read-alouds, and two-way communication between the school, classroom, and home. As you prepare to transition your child to kindergarten, I encourage you to visit the Families section of our website, www.apsva.us, to review helpful resources such as the Elementary Program of Studies, school year calendars, how to become a partner with your child's school, counseling, special education and mental health services, publications including our Welcome Guidebook for Elementary Families, and so much more. I encourage you to regularly read and have engaging conversations with your child to build their vocabulary in preparation for kindergarten, because research indicates that by 3 years of age, there is a 30 million word gap among some children. These are just a few of the books we recommend reading to your child to prepare them for kindergarten. You can find these titles and tips for families on our kindergarten webpage, apsva.us/kindergarten. I'd now like to turn the presentation over to Gerson to provide information about the kindergarten registration process.
Thank you, Bridget. I will now go over the registration process for kindergarten. Mark your calendars. The first day of school will be on Monday, August 29, 2022. The full calendar for the 2022-2023 school year is available online at apsva.us/calendars. One resource that I highly recommend for new families is our annual elementary school guidebook. You can find a digital publication at apsva.us/publications. The elementary guidebook includes a profile for every elementary and option school, registration instructions, health requirements and immunizations, tips for parents, school locations and phone numbers, information on extended day, a school boundary map, and more. The registration process begins on February 1st, 2022. Families can register online at apsva.us/register. Families unable to register online can schedule an appointment by contacting their neighborhood school or contacting the APS Welcome Center at 703-228-8000 or school options at apsva.us. Children who reach their 5th birthday on or before September 30th, 2022 may enter kindergarten. In order to register your child, you'll need to provide the following: your child's original birth certificate or a proof of student identity and age affidavit, proof of Arlington residence, immunizations, a physical exam, and a tuberculosis screening completed within the 12 months prior to starting school. ParentView is the online tool that our families use to get the latest information regarding their students. At the end of the registration process, you will receive a ParentView activation key. Please use this to activate your ParentView account. There are many benefits of using ParentView, including accessing your student's school and personal information, viewing daily attendance, updating your contact information so you don't miss important messages or alerts, and communicating with teachers and more. Let's learn about neighborhood elementary schools. All students are guaranteed admission to the neighborhood school designated by the specific boundary zone in which they live. You can find your neighborhood school by entering your home address in our boundary locator at apsva.us/boundary. You can also contact our APS Welcome Center team for assistance. There are 20 neighborhood elementary schools in Arlington County. Each neighborhood elementary school has a special instructional project or focus to enrich the curriculum. I encourage you to read the school summaries in the elementary school guidebook to learn more about your neighborhood school and to participate in the virtual information sessions each school will host. Again, admission is guaranteed to all neighborhood schools, so there is no need to apply for these schools. Simply register your child for their appropriate neighborhood school and they will attend it in the fall. Transportation is provided to all who live outside of a school's walk zone. Families will receive specific transportation information in August, shortly before the start of school. Neighborhood transfers are not currently available for elementary schools because of school capacity limits. On to school options. Our school options website outlines the various options and the application process to apply for these schools. Our elementary option schools are Arlington Traditional School, Campbell Elementary School, Claremont Elementary School, and Escuela Key for our Spanish immersion programs, and Montessori Public School of Arlington. The Spanish immersion schools have feeder neighborhood schools assigned to them that are listed on the slide. Your neighborhood elementary school will determine the immersion school your child will apply to and attend if accepted. The online application period for option schools begins on Monday, February 1st at 4 p.m. and ends on Friday, April 15th at 4 p.m. This is not a first-come, first-served process. Families can apply online anytime during the application period. Families interested in applying for more than one option school can select multiple schools on the application. If there are more applications than available slots for a school, a lottery is held to determine enrollment. Sibling preference applies if both siblings will be attending the same school at the same time. If you have any questions about this process or the application process, please contact the APS Welcome Center. Here are a few tips to assist families with completing the online application. Families must apply online at apsva.schoolmint/sign-in. Families with an existing SchoolMint account from a previous school year do not need to create a new account. Only new applicants must create an account in SchoolMint to complete an option school application. Families can select to receive their lottery notification via text, email, or both. Families will be able to check their waitlist status through the online application portal. Families without computer or internet access will be able to visit their child's school or the APS Welcome Center to complete the online application. If the number of applications exceeds the available seats, APS will conduct a lottery to determine admission into the school and create a wait list. When families apply to more than one school, their application goes into all lotteries simultaneously. Immersion applications are divided into two pools, Spanish speakers and non-Spanish speakers. Lotteries for all elementary option schools will be held on April 22nd, 2022, and on April 25th, 2022 for preschool programs. Families will be notified of their acceptance or placement on the wait list via email and or text by the Welcome Center on April 29, 2022 after 4 p.m. Parents must confirm or decline attendance to the school or program by May 13, 2022. If a response is not received by the deadline, the space will be given to the next student on the wait list. If a student gets into more than one option school, parents must decide which one their child will attend by the deadline. Once a family chooses a school, the student is then removed from all other options or wait lists. If families do not get their first choice, they can decline the space being offered at one of their other choices and remain on the wait list for their first choice. Students who applied but were not accepted will be placed in numerical order on a wait list for the upcoming school year. Applications received after the deadline are placed at the bottom of the existing wait list for the upcoming school year. Wait lists do not roll over from year to year. Families must reapply each year to be included in the lottery for schools they applied to in previous years. Students will be assigned to the closest bus stop. Some stops may be hub stops that are longer distance from the student's residence. Hub stops are centralized locations, such as a school, library, or community center, where students from several neighborhoods meet to catch the bus to their school. Not all neighborhoods will have a hub stop. Rather, stops are placed to be accessed from multiple neighborhoods and directions. Families may request a different hub stop if it's more convenient and should contact the Transportation Services Office to request a change. Let's learn about resources and supports. Each elementary school will host a virtual school-based information session. These sessions will provide families the opportunity to meet the staff at the school, receive information about the school, and ask questions. If you miss a virtual session, you can click on the same link to view the recording. All session dates are available in the elementary guidebook and at apsva.us/school options. Each elementary school has its own extended day program. Extended day operates all days that schools are in session, before school at 7 a.m. until the start of school, and after school until 6 p.m. Families can view a presentation on extended day at apsva.us/kindergarten. The Special Education Parent Resource Center offers support and assistance for families of students with special needs, has a lending library, conducts training workshops, and serves as an information and referral source for families and staff members. Families are also able to contact the Special Education PTA, SEPTA, for additional support and resources. Join us for these upcoming pre-K events. Virtual Montessori Information Night will be on Wednesday, February 2nd, 2022 at 6:30 p.m. Learn about the primary and elementary Montessori programs. Virtual Pre-K Information Night will be on Tuesday, February 8th, 2022 at 6:30 p.m. Learn about the Virginia Preschool Initiative, the Community Peer Pre-K programs, and our partnership with Northern Virginia Family Services Head Start program. For additional information or questions, please contact the APS Welcome Center at 703-228-8000 or email schooloptions@apsva.us. We also encourage you to engage with APS. Like us on Facebook, follow us on Twitter and Instagram, check out our incredible video productions on our YouTube page, and more. This concludes our Kindergarten Information Night. Please reach out to us if you need assistance with the registration process. We can't wait to meet all of our new families and welcome the class of 2035.